to 4 feet high. मतलब यहाँ तक they had beds,
So
and I was surprised, and it was all like a bhoot bangla.
Okay, so how are you today?
Thank you for having me, Shresh, over here. I've been good. How about you?
All good. So I just thought everyone that I know of is doing a podcast. I thought let's just start it in a very informative way so that people, because real estate is a very, very dicey and very untrusted market. So I just thought coming from me, probably I want my voice to be heard to people so that they know. And from someone like you who deals with clients every single day, so I thought start with a broker. That's the best thing to
And
do.
I think it's a brilliant idea. People should actually, know about the depth of the market apart from just the fancy things that happens.
Correct. So I just don't want this to be a very boring podcast. So I've just planned 3, 4 games for viewers. Before that, I just want you to tell you about your company, the Utopian Homes. What do you do exactly?
So, so basically, my father started this company 20 years ago. I have joined this business like 4 years ago, and I think I've done something right in my path that I'm sitting here with you today.
Correct.
So yeah,
So let's just start with the game, okay? So
Sure.
the first game is client of fiction. So मैं तेरे को कोई line बोलूंगा, phrase बोलूंगा, and you have to tell that what do you think? This is real or this is fake?
Or fake. Okay.
Correct. So the first one is a client asked me to design a swimming pool on the 3rd floor balcony. Real or fake?
Definitely real.
Okay, correct. It's real. So a client once asked me to install AC vents in their bathroom ceiling so it stays cool while they shower.
Real.
This is what we are doing for our new projects also. Everyone today wants cool and hot bathrooms. The third one is someone asked me for a secret underground tunnel to sneak out from their wife whenever they want to.
I would say fiction, but this can happen.
No, this is real.
Seriously.
So a client one asked me for a revolving bed so they could wake up facing the sun.
Real.
No, that's fake. So a client asked me if they could sunproof their balcony entirely, even so thunder cannot be heard, like
Real.
soundproofing it
Real.
properly.
Real. What was it? Real or fake?
I forgot. That's real.
Real.
So someone asked, they wanted a helipad on their 500 square builder floor terrace. They're like, whenever they would buy a helicopter, they want that incorporation to be there.
That's fiction.
No, that's real.
That's real.
I
Actually,
sold one of my floors, and the guy was so ambitious in his life to buy a helicopter. He's like, one day I want a helicopter, so I want that provision on there. Chalo, good. You, I think, got all of them correct. Or probably most of them correct.
yeah.
So now, before the next game, I just want to know what are the good and bad days of a broker? Like, which day do you define as a good day and which is a bad day?
To be honest, good days तो वही हैं जिस दिन 3-4 transactions close हो जाएं. Bad days वही हैं जिसपे 6 मीटिंग और एक भी close ना हो.
So, and are there days when you don't even have one meeting aligned or no calls or nothing?
There are a few days like that, but the thing is that for us, सिर्फ meetings कराना is not our job. Basically, we have to do the working for our clients. So those days are also good days only because we have to find the inventories and everything according to the client's needs. Even for your flows also, we do so much of Reiki कि आपके flows कहाँ बन रहे हैं. I call you so many times
Correct.
कि you have so many flows around. I call you so many times कि इसमें क्या दे रहे हो, इसमें क्या नहीं दे रहे. That is also working that we do.
But that's the misconception that people generally have, that brokers, what do they have to do? Wake up in the morning, get ready, leave at 12, 1, and then probably close a deal, then go off to sleep or probably have a drink or two at a bar and chill.
That happens because when we ask for brokerages, so they're like, इसमें इतनी कम ले लो, इसमें तो आपने करा ही क्या है, मैं तो पहले ही देख के close कर दिया. But they don't understand the job we have done, behind the curtain. क्योंकि understanding their requirement and showing them only those things which we feel that they would like, that is also our job and our knowledge.
I think this is a very underrated job is what you're trying to say. People
Service industry is always underrated.
no, but particularly this where everyone feels that they can do it. They don't need a particular education, as I might say. Even though I know you're well educated, but in general, that people have this misconception that anyone and anyone can get into this
That's true.
industry.
That's true. But there's a reason behind it, because people think there's no investment.
Correct.
There's no money investment in a real
But you do
real
a
estate
lot of
consultancy.
you do a lot of
Exactly,
marketing
exactly. People
investments.
don't know that.
So good that via this
Yes.
platform you are able to tell everyone. So now the next game that I have is this or that.
Before the next game, I would like to ask you a question,
Please.
which most of the clients ask me. मैंने इतने floor बेचे हैं आपके.
Correct.
So people ask me why Untitled Homes. Like, what is the reason behind that name? I would like to know for myself as well.
Correct. So so when I started this company in 2018, this brand name called Untitled Homes. Before that, my father always used to invest into other builders, like more into financing. But when thought of branding it, I thought of so many names, so many taglines, but the only one that hit me well into my brain was Untitled, because the problem is that I've seen a lot of builders when they build their house, like supposedly if you have to go to someone's house, they would not would so supposedly let's just say, for example, his name is Mr. Sharma. So Mr. Sharma wants to call you to his house. He would all if he's staying in Aralias probably. So he will call you and say, "Ha, please come to Aralias." So I didn't want that brand name to be associated to me. So I wanted the houses to be untitled without any name. So whoever buys it, whoever is staying there, should name it himself. So like supposedly if some Mr. Sharma buys my apartment, so he wouldn't say ki come to this location. He would say come to Sharma ji's house, because that's his name. He's the one who's paid money, his hard-earned money. He's the one who's staying there. I'm no one to take the brand name and value for it. So that's why the name Untitled. And that's why my tagline also says Untitled until you make it yours.
Until you make it. That's a beautiful vision, I suppose.
So the next game is this or that. I'll ask you two things and I have to know your personal opinion. And I'm sure that your personal opinion is also biased by the way client wants. This way I get to build better houses so that I know what are people wanting.
Done.
So marble flooring or wooden flooring?
Marble flooring.
I've seen this trend change. No one wants wooden flooring now.
So, the way construction has, changed in the last few years, I think everyone is very well aware of the things that other people provide. So they want the best under their budget.
Correct.
So that is one thing that we actually struggle upon.
And I think in India particularly, the weather condition isn't such that wooden flooring is preferred. Like in the
That's
US,
also there.
here the weather is very extremely hot, extremely cold, very humid.
What about the rainy seasons also?
So that's why the wooden is not considered good.
That's
Second is this: I get very confused. Open kitchen or closed kitchen?
I think both. That's actually one's personal choice. If you think someone's buying us 500 or 700 square yards build a floor, so they would obviously want an open kitchen. And matlab, it's a personal choice. But I also can't justify that. It's a personal choice.
So what we've done for that solution is the next apartments that we are doing. So we are doing a very closed kitchen, but with a glass door or glass openable shutter. Like if you can open it if you want to, you can close it if you want. That is because of the uncertainty that people have to cater both the needs.
No, yes, that's there. That's why I'm saying I'm unable to justify.
Correct.
It's each to its own.
So this is what we've changed in our design. The next question is false ceiling with flat ceilings or with cove, like lighting from indirect lighting or flat ceilings.
I think coves.
Coves,
Because
okay.
it's something modern and everyone likes it.
Correct. So next is my favorite question: 5 BHK in Noida or a 3-bedroom apartment in Gurgaon?
See, that's again a personal choice. But if you ask me,
your opinion.
Definitely Gurgaon. Even 2 BHK would work in Gurgaon.
Okay, so my question to the next person would be 5 BHK in Noida or 2 BHK in Gurgaon?
2 BHK Gurgaon.
So this is, I think you will love to answer this. Clients who bargain a lot versus clients who are very, very particular about Vastu. which are easier to tackle, and which one would you choose?
I think people who are very much particular about Vastu are easier to deal with.
Really?
Yeah. The reason is the client bargaining on each and every floor. It is very difficult for us to, close that deal under their price, because builders are also smart. They know their calculations. Even with
Right.
you know your calculations, you know what is the market
Before
price.
going into the meeting, now we know we
Yes,
have to
you
close it or
exactly
no.
know at what price you want to leave that floor.
Right.
Plus minus some amount doesn't matter, obviously. But with Vastu people, it is easier for us because we actually find only those options which are Vastu perfect. And then the price is not an issue over there.
Got it. But for me, with the budget, it's easier to tell them no. But with someone with Vastu, trust me, I've had people demolishing the entire drawing room of their house just because they did not like it. So it's very difficult. As a
No,
builder
it
myself, it's
happens.
very difficult
It
for me.
happens. It happens.
So the next is you. What do you prefer? Terrace garden on the terrace on the top floor, or an open jacuzzi?
Terrace garden.
Terrace
Terrace
garden.
garden.
So next is a smaller plot sale or a smaller apartment sale, which is easier to close, or a difficult one, which is of a higher ticket size? Which one? Which client would you choose if to pick one?
Mm, I think higher ticket price. I think I'll choose both, but I would prefer that higher ticket price thing,
Higher ticket price, which is difficult to close.
which is difficult to close.
Okay. So the next is, I don't know how many days in a week you work, but work 4 days a week, or just work all the 7 days and keep 2 months completely off.
I would love to work 7 days and give myself a 2 months off, but that is not possible in our trade. So I work 7 days a week, but I can only take 7 to 8 days maximum holiday in 3 to 4 months.
So to everyone who thinks brokerage is easy,
Exactly.
you can see this.
No, nothing is easy. No trade is easy, but people need to understand the struggle behind. Even construction is not easy. People think कि क्या करना है, बना दिया, बाहर से सब ले लिया, सब कर लिया, बन गया. Finishing, giving, the right kind of materials, because people only see the makeup that the builder does. No one understands the construction part, the structure part, and everything. That is also pretty
You
difficult.
need to have a lot of discipline into life, not only with your routine, but also financial discipline while you're making
That
a
is
building.
very important. I
Because
agree.
when you do a house, the problem is, and it's also about how much you hear a customer's problems. As you know, when we make houses, it's not done by my hands, or it's not done in a factory. So I don't have complete control over the quality. I'm just dependent upon people, as a matter of fact, who are doing it. Sometimes they might commit some mistakes, but it's only about how much I'm able to rectify the problems that they are facing into the
I
house.
agree completely.
So before the next game, I want everyone and me myself to know one thing about you or your company that no one else in the market knows. Anything?
Mm, one thing about me or my company, uh, I think I think the market. If you talk about the real estate market, it's open. It's pretty open like a book.
No, but
So
everyone knows everything about you. It's not possible. There must be.
so personal life is obviously something.
You can say that also.
Nothing as such. Matlab, I don't think there's anything.
Just a question. How old is your company? This the Utopian Homes brand.
It's been 25 years now.
Nice. So the next game is it's not a fun but a very interactive game, but something through which our viewers and everyone will get to know more about you. So I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and you have to give me detailed answers with what, when, how, where, like very detailed answers. The next is with the first question is, if you could build your dream home anywhere in the world with whatever fixtures and exterior, where will it be? What will it be? Where will you do it?
I think I would love to be in India only. uh, अगर हम वैसे बात करते
Where in
हैं,
India?
if you compare about international cities, I love Australia a lot, but still I'm very comfortable in India and Delhi NCR only.
Right.
I wouldn't be able to
What
go
would
anywhere.
what would it be? It would be an apartment. It would be a villa or it would be a builder floor.
No, I would love to have a farmhouse in the center of Gurgaon,
Okay.
which is not very easy to purchase right now. But yeah, my dream
And what
home
are
would be
the
that.
things you would want into that? Just a
Everything. Like I would want my car to enter. Then there's a fountain. My car would go around.
Right.
Things like that, which you see in movies. I would love to have
we
that.
can do that for you, no problem.
But it's gonna cost me a lot.
The next question is, if you weren't into the real estate market, if you weren't a real estate consultant, what would you be?
I I actually love sports, so maybe I would have chosen one of the sports,
So you would be an athlete or
something like that.
very nice. So what's the weirdest thing that you've seen in any builder's house? Well, I'm sure you must not have found anything weird in my house. I just hope. But in someone else's house, what's the most weird thing that you've seen and you are like, oh my God, what is this? You don't have to name anyone, but you can say.
There's nothing as such, but there was this one house. I wouldn't give you the address or something like that. It was in DLF phase one. So it was an old house, like 4 5 years old. So I went there for the first time with my client. So the beds were like 7 feet high. 7 feet ज़्यादा बोल दिया मैंने. 3 to 4 feet high. मतलब यहाँ तक they had beds.
So
And I was surprised, and it was all like a bhoot bangla. Well, I actually came out within 5 minutes because that was very weird. Like I haven't seen something like that anywhere.
Please have your coffee. You didn't have your coffee. The next is, what's your guilty pleasure after closing a big deal? Like whatever. So one thing, as soon as you close a deal, is there anyone you call and tell?
No.
Apart from me, obviously.
No. So basically, I work throughout the day after 7 8 p.m. If I've closed a good deal or something like that, I would love to have a couple of drinks and then relax and chill.
But do you have a guilt after that or no guilt?
What guilt?
Like in general, the guilty pleasure is something.
No.
Any
Never.
guilty pleasure that you do after closing a deal, like something that might be weird for the world, or something that is guilty, but you like having sugar probably, or a dessert and then you regretted it.
No. I never. First of all, I don't like desserts.
Okay.
There's only one thing I do, that is alcohol.
Okay.
A couple of drinks. हाँ वो ज़्यादा हो जाए तो फिर guilty है.
ठीक है, done. So if you could sell a house to any celebrity, like if supposedly you had one chance, one celebrity you would want, and I'm sure your wife is also watching, so just be sure of what you say.
I think she would support me on this. I think I would love to sell a house to Kiara or Diljit. I love them.
Kiara just had a baby girl.
I know.
Diljit or Kiara?
Yeah.
Very nice. And why, if I may ask? Like
I love them both. Okay. So I would.
So next is, if you had an unlimited budget for just one room in your house. So this is what I try to do in my projects also. I want to give them something that they wish for. So just it's subjective. What is one thing, if you had unlimited budget in your room, whatever you could do, what is that one thing which you could do? It might be impractical, but you can have it. So what is that thing that you would want in your
so I've seen this video somewhere. So there's this bedroom with I've seen restaurants also with that cove cave interiors and everything.
How similar to how they have in Cappadocia.
Exactly like that. So yeah. Caves. So I would love that.
So you would want that cavey. You like dark things, basically.
Dark things, yeah.
All right. So that's it for today's episode, Arpit. Thanks for being here, being a beautiful host, beautiful guest. And I just hope I made you feel comfortable.
No, thank you for having me. And before we end this, fun time, I would like to ask you something which I actually want, all the people around who doesn't understand the Gurgaon market. So this is the question that everyone, I've been, hearing this for the past 5 years since the Gurgaon market has gone booming,
up. Correct.
So I would want people to understand, and I would ask you to answer this question. Why do people think that Gurgaon market is still a bubble and it will burst, within 2 weeks, within a month, and it's been there for like, more than 5 years, and it's still the Gurgaon market hasn't gone down.
Yeah,
so I want you to make people understand what is the future of Gurgaon market.
I wouldn't talk about the future. Let's just divide this answer into three different phases. One is the past, second is the present, third is the future. If I talk about the past, Arpit, particularly, everyone's mentality of shifting to Gurgaon was, I come from a Punjabi background, you also do the same. And both of us have shifted from Delhi itself. So migration happened. Gurgaon is a multicultural city. People all over the India are shifting to Gurgaon, but mainly the shifting is from Delhi NCR, correct? In the past, whenever anyone used to shift from Delhi to Gurgaon, the only questions that neighbors, padosi, everyone used to ask were कि पंजाबी में एक ही सुख है ਤੁਸੀਂ गुड़गांव जा रहे हो बेच बुचा के. Earlier the mentality of 70% of the people coming from Delhi, or probably 80% of the people coming from Delhi to Gurgaon earlier, was because of a budget constraint. Or supposedly, like, per se, I also shifted from North Delhi. We had a 200 square house. We had 5 bedrooms to ourselves. That 200 square house today is worth close to 12, 13 crores. That time when we left it, it must be 8, 9 crores. But we didn't sell it, obviously. We were, so me and we are two brothers, a big family. We have 10, 12 people in the house, plus the helps and everything. So 200 square doesn't suffice it, no matter how much ever you want it. So हमारे लिए we always wanted to shift to a bigger size. And bigger size in Delhi was always out of budget. Let's just be very frank. Let's address the elephant in the room. So we shifted to Gurgaon at the for an upgrade in size first. So
at a lesser price.
At no, it was all at a lesser price, but we didn't sell our house, so it was just a withdrawing from our industry of socks that we have. So that time everyone used to be like, why sab theek hai, aapne bech diya. Earlier it used to be a forced decision if you want a bigger house. Then as soon as the Gurgaon market started developing, I don't want to say anything about politics, but politics also have a bigger role in Delhi.
That's always there.
We didn't see any development in Delhi. It's the same old roads, same old highways, same old malls. Nothing changed. So Gurgaon was always better. Empty land is always better to build. As right now, South, compared to where we are, South City, you would see Extension Road and SPR built better. So that change is always there. So this used to be the past. If I talk about the present today is supposedly, I think in the near future, we would equal the price in Delhi. And the mentality that Delhi se pass hona chahiye, Delhi hona chahiye, why Delhi? So Gurgaon itself now has everything. It has a world market, it has malls, it has the best food. Every single chain is here. So why Delhi? So now today, Gurgaon has become aspirational. So this aspirational is to the people who address it. Someone like me and you into our generations. If it's the elder people, who's the second generation, they don't want to leave that comfort level. उनके पड़ोसी रहते हैं. Delhi people are very
staying there since very long.
Correct. Particularly the Banyan Marwadi community want to stay very, very close to each other. So they would want to shift only if 50 of their community people are shifting. So they're very, very constrained. Their work are in Delhi, आसपास रहते हैं. But उनकी जो अगली generation है वो aspirational है. So Gurgaon today is aspirational for a lot of people, but they are not able to do it. So today, every single deal that you're transacting to today, you wouldn't see a lot of investments into Gurgaon onto their spare money, but it might be an investment which would turn into a self-use later on. Like if you would sell a floor or a house today and आपको लगे कि कोई लेगा ये प्लॉट सोच के कि आज नहीं मैं 10 साल बाद बनाऊंगा, तो ये आज एक फ्यूचरिस्टिक अप्रोच है. I don't see this getting close because Gurgaon is too small and it has too much into it. All the best VPs, all the Fortune 500 companies are here. You know who's are there in Gurgaon. Everyone, like I've studied in Bombay. So Bombay used to be this 15, 20 years before that. Everyone in India or everyone in the world wanted to have a head office in Bombay. Financial capital. अब ये गुड़गांव हो गया. दिल्ली के पास वो डेवलपमेंट नहीं मिली. Because दिल्ली के पास इतनी जगह भी नहीं है, space भी नहीं है. And then now I think the future is such that more people would want to shift here. More people would aspire to be here. But I just hope the government plays an important role कि infrastructure वगैरह support करे. And
Yeah, I think that is very beautifully explained. So the thing is, now if you see, like, if you go towards Sona Road, now it is developing again. I think the next best future, like the exponential growth, अब यहाँ पर भी इतनी नहीं होगी. This will grow slowly and come to Delhi's price, but that will increase
So
exponentially.
that's what they say कि अगर आपको अपनी wealth बढ़ानी है तो छोटे areas में जाओ.
छोटे areas में
अगर
जाओ.
आपको self use देखना है तो इन
तो
areas
यहाँ
में.
ठीक है, perfect.
And to everyone listening, I just want to say one thing, that homes aren't built with bricks and cement. They're built with stories and memories and a little bit madness also. So this is Shresh signing off for today. Catch you in the next episode. Until then, keep dreaming, keep building.
Thank you.